All right, this is very cool. An auto repair shop may not be the first place that comes to mind when you think of women-owned businesses, but one local woman not only owns the mechanic shop, she's just recently merged it with her next-door neighbor, doubling her business. Here with more on her auto repair shop, all in the wrist, and what is coming next for her is Molly Lewis. Molly, so good to meet you. Thanks for coming in. This is really exciting. So, you know, obviously, an auto repair shop, not the first business you would think of when you're thinking of a female-owned business. What got you into auto repair?
My father. My father was a mechanic, and I grew up around it. I loved being around him, being around his business. And my mother, of course, very supportive, come from a family of strong women. And when I decided to go to tech school right out of high school, they said, go do it.
That's great. So how long have you been a mechanic?
22 years now.
22 years.
Yes.
Wow, fantastic. And all in the wrist. We'll talk about the shop here in a second. How long have you owned your own business as a mechanic? I imagine you probably worked for different shops and then built your way up to owning your own business. Is that right?
We started this one, I'll be going into my 5th year in January. So 2010.
That's great.
January 2010.
January 2010. Now, I gotta say, we've got a video here of the front of the store. The signage is very cool. I think it's very eye-catching.
Thank you.
There you can see. So the decision to buy out your neighbor, how did that come about? Was it just the business was growing, you needed to expand?
Bob Rott and I grew up together in Bernalillo and have kept in touch over the years, and he was looking to retire. Been trying to sell his business for, I think, four years or so, with no success, and so we started talking about ways that I could buy him out. I was very interested in growing my business, and I got the financing, and
then
we
you
made
just
it
moved
happen.
on from there. That's
right.
Great. Well, so let's talk about some of the services that we can get at All in the Wrist. What services, what vehicles do you service? What are some of the featured services that you offer if folks need your assistance?
We are a full-service auto repair.
Full
we do
service,
foreign, domestic. I have a European specialist on staff. Anything from oil changes, preventative maintenance, to engine rebuilds, transmission work. We sell tires, do tire mounting and balancing, alignments. So we're a one-stop place.
That's great. That's fantastic. So I have to ask you, you know, obviously going into this, some people would say, well, you know, it's kind of an uphill battle being a female in a very male-dominated industry. What have been some of the biggest challenges that you've faced?
Early in my career, challenges with pay, not getting paid the same, challenges with promotion, your normal, the same things that a lot of women in business have come up against, which is why I decided to just go out on my own and do my own thing.
Yeah, and you know honestly, Molly, I think that it really is, in my opinion, very inspirational for a lot of people to see that, because you're right. It's not just this industry. You see this in so many industries across the board. And so being able to see someone really just take the reins of their career and their dream and make it happen is incredibly inspirational. So what happens next? Now that you've expanded, we're going to stay there for a while. What are your hopes and dreams for this business?
We'll stay there, and I want to build in that spot, because Bob owns the building and the property. So, you know, the hope is that, you know, it all eventually becomes mine, and then we can, you know, make changes to property or, you know, the building, you know, build on, add more people, whatever we need to do.
Yeah.
But we're going to be in this spot, I suspect, for many, many years.
So speaking of adding staff, how many mechanics work for you?
I have 2, not including myself, and a part-time apprentice.
Okay.
And 2 service riders.
Okay. So with that, you probably have very attentive service, you know, being able to have a smaller group. That means you're really taking your job very seriously.
Yes.
So if people want to come in, is it something that we can walk in? We need to make appointments, and if we need to make appointments, what's the best way to do that?
A lot of times we can get you in same day, but we do recommend that you call, and just, you know, we sometimes, depending on the time of year, we're booking a week out or so.
Okay.
But depending on what the issue is, we try to get you in, try to get an assessment, and we'll get you in as soon as we can.
That's great. Last question for you, Molly. in your opinion, do you think that because of the unique nature of your business model, has it brought more attention? Do you feel that it's helped bring business, people learn your service, or is it just really?
I think it's a combination of two. I think people are intrigued that that it is such a blue-collar, male-dominated industry, and here I am as the owner, but it's also the service that we provide, the quality, the customer care that we provide after you're in the door that keeps people coming back, and that has helped us build our customer base.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, Molly, again, a real true inspiration.
So much.
Thank you so much. I know
Appreciate
where I'm taking
it.
my car next time.
All right, come on by. Look forward to seeing you.
Yeah, absolutely. For more information on All in the Wrist, head over to KRQE.com, click on links. We will have links to her website and all the information you need to get your car in tip-top shape. We'll be right back.